Amazing, really inspirational, and you know what? Good for her. I'm definitely rooting for
95 communities, including Lloydminster. She'll be coming through the first week of June.
Exciting.
That's when it's scheduled. So yeah, hopefully do some fun stuff with her when she's here.
Absolutely, and we're talking about the Lloydminster Bobcats last night.
Yeah, it was finally game on after their big 5-game win over Whitecourt. It was time to take on the Oil Barons, and they opened up the second round on the road in Fort Mac against a well-rested Mob. The Bobcats losing 5 of 6 meetings with the Mob during the regular season, and early in the first, the Barons strike on the first shot of the game. Alex Cromwell goes posting in. Hard to see from our underwater highlights, but trust me, it was a goal. Fort McMurray takes the 1-goal lead. Now, Bobcats' man advantage is 4 for 26 in the regular season. They start off 1 for 1. Tanner Dunkel with his 5th goal. The postseason beating Tanner Gillette. High glove side, just 7 seconds in, it's 1-1. Now check this out. Springer in the penalty box for High, sticking with the D-man, making an impression on a young fan. Chris Ty also making an impression on the penalty kill with a great glove save. Cats off the penalty kill and pounce the other way.
Winoff is taken wide. Rebound poked to the goal line. They score! Unbelievable! The centering pass by the Bobcats from the right side of the net. Winoff.
Braden Crone with the redirects, and the Bobcats stunning the crowd 2-1. Bobcats strike on another Barons penalty. Austin McDonald slides it to Bryce Woodford for his first career AJHL playoff goal. It was 3-1 after 20. Second period, the Barons get one back on the power play. Ty makes the initial stop from the point, but Danny Ayette put it home in the yawning cage. Bobcats down 3-2. Scary moment here. Taylor Mulder takes offense to Brennan Saulnier's hit and hits him from behind the numbers. Mulder gets 5 in a game, and today was suspended 2 games, so he will not be in the lineup for games 2 and 3. Saulnier would return. Now, the Oil Barons capitalize. Ty elects to play the puck. It goes off a Barons leg right to Kevin Miller, who scores. And we are all tied at 3 after 2 periods. Early in the third, the Mob on a 5-on-3. Saulnier by the end boards sets up Ryan Bloom for the go-ahead goal. 4-3 Fort Mac. The Barons surviving a scare to take Game 1 of the series. Game 2 goes tonight in Fort Mac at 8 o'clock. After tying up the division final with a win Wednesday night in St. Albert, the Baker Hughes Bobcats were looking to grab the upper hand today on home ice. The Raiders jumped out to an early lead, but the Bobcats responded with 4 straight goals by Cale Clegg, Ryan Symington, Ryan Van Gurnden, and Mason Shaw to make it 4-3. Then St. Albert responded with the power play goal of their own, and one more. At last update, it was 4-3 after 2 periods. Lloydminster is ahead on the shot clock, 28-20. The Lloydminster Universal Heat are just 3 wins away from a trip to Kelowna for the Western Bantam AAA Championship. The only thing standing in their way is the Calgary Flames. The 2 teams opened up the AMBHL League Final this afternoon in the border city. The Heat have to be considered favorites. Zane Franklin enters as the playoff scoring leader with 17 points in 8 games. Late first on the power play, Franklin puts it on net, and Logan Gainey pounces on the rebound. 1-0 Lloydminster. Dane Dow had an easy first. He only needed to stop 2 shots in the Lloyd net in the first 20 minutes. Now midway through the second, Bryce Kindop on the rush, and check out the soft hands as he goes inside on the D-mat and slides home the backhand. His 12th of the playoffs extends the lead. Calgary then took a too many men on the ice penalty a little later, so the Heat went back on the power play, and Zane Franklin finds himself in the slot with the puck on his stick. He is money from there. That's also his 12th, tying with Kindop for the playoff lead. It was 3-0 after 40. Early in the third, another Lloydminster power play. Oren Centazzo takes the pass and goes upstairs to make it a 4-goal game. Then 10 minutes later, this one caps it. Franklin circles and spots Kobe Moore on the doorstep. He goes top cheese. The Heat take Game 1 by a score of 5-0 and grab a 1-0 series lead. Game 2 goes tomorrow afternoon.
It's another big game, you know, you get a chance, you know, we got to keep home ice advantage, you know. Tomorrow's a big game for us. We can't take that team lightly. They're a heck of a hockey team over there.
Game 1's always the most important, right? So we had to come out flying. I think we did that. They're a physical team, but I think we answered them, so just came to play. I think that's the biggest thing.
It's a known fact that hockey players sacrifice a lot to be able to play the game they love, and as these teenagers move away from home to chase the dream, the importance of a solid support system is stronger than ever. Nair Manisa takes a look at the life of a hockey player and his billet family in part 1 of our 2-part series.
It's dinner time at the Hancock residence. Meet Jason, Lori, 9-year-old Bryn, and 5-year-old Sydney. Now, older brother Cale, who's 12, is at a hockey function. But there's also someone else sitting down to dinner. That would be Lloydminster Bobcat Patrick Gary. The 19-year-old has been a part of the Hancock since the beginning of the hockey season, as this is his billet family. Billet families have a huge responsibility. They take in a complete stranger and provide a family relationship that the boys have had to give up for the chance to play the game they love.
There's much more to being a billet than just having them live in your home.
This is the second year Jason and Lori have opened up their home to a Bobcat, but they are quick to say that this year's experience is much different than last year.
I think Patrick fits into our family a little differently than Ray did, and our kids have really gelled with Patrick. We've gelled with Patrick.
Patrick has officially become a part of the household. When he's not playing hockey, he's with the family for the most part, helping out around the home, and most importantly, providing an older sibling atmosphere for the three kids.
The idea is that you provide a roof and food, and in return you get some laughs and some enjoyment out of it, sort of thing. And
our son has had a few, not challenges, but a few things that have happened in his year, and that he's had to work through personally. And Patrick was able to talk to him about that because he's experienced those exact same things.
And you can tell with the way the children interact with Patrick, it's paying off.
Number one reason why we do this, it's for our children.
The kids have fun with the Bobcat, who they treat like an older brother.
Mostly Daddy bugs me a lot.
Do you bug him back?
I try.
Do you like playing with Patrick? What are some of the things that you do with him?
Play mini sticks. It's fun because I don't usually have an older brother in the house.
And having the proper support system in place is one less thing Patrick has to worry about. The Libertyville, Illinois native finished his first regular season with the Bobcats 7th in team scoring. A pretty good season for the rookie.
Just living with the Hancocks, they've been an unreal family, and just it's been perfect. There's probably the ideal billet in my situation.
Now, it's tough having to be a teenager living in a different city with a different family, but that's why billets play such an integral role, not just for the player, but for the entire team.
at the end of the day, it's for the community, and that's what we're here for.
As for the Hancocks, they're glad they've opened up their home and their hearts to Patrick, and well, the admiration is mutual.
I just grown to love the family, and they do so much that it just makes playing junior hockey that much easier.
We're here to supply a roof, food, so that he can get to his next level in his hockey career, and that's our job, is to support him in that endeavor.
For me, it's the memories, I think, that my kids have or will have forever. He's a great kid. We just love him. That's it.
Nara Manisa, Newcap Sports.